Hi everyone, Lisa here. I want to talk a little bit about, in this short video, slow oxidation. So what does that mean exactly? Well, let me tell you. It means aging, right? So why does it mean aging? When we talk about minerals, mineral balance is key. It's the key to longevity. I truly believe that. And when I test clients, 80 to 90% of them are what we call slow oxidizers. So underlying all that, very simple, simplified version of it is that a slow oxidizer has a low sodium, a low potassium, and an elevated calcium. And when calcium is elevated, that's the key here. When calcium is elevated, it causes so many issues. It can cause, depending on the level, it can cause weight gain. It can cause osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, joint issues, muscle issues, aches, pains, you name it. Very, very detrimental to the body. And the crazy thing is, people don't realize 80% of us are walking around like this as a slow oxidizer. So why does it happen? Well, chronic stress, right? Stress seems to be at the underbelly of so many of these chronic issues. And so when someone is stressed, now whether that is external stress, so when I educate clients, we talk about external stress, we talk about internal stress. Okay, so let's talk about external first. So external stress could be financial, could be family commitments, errands, work, could be the pandemic, right? That's an external stress for us. And it is super stressful. I mean, we're all anxious and a little bit fearful and kind of wondering what the future holds. That's external stress. And as soon as, and I'll go back to internal in a minute, as soon as we are stressed, we have responses that happen in our body. And minerals are involved in all of that. And so zinc and magnesium end up being used up quickly, especially magnesium. When we're under a lot of stress, the magnesium burn rate, the rate at which your body burns magnesium, goes up twofold, if not more. And so we have to be very careful that when we're experiencing stress like that we're supporting the body and that we know what those mineral levels look like. And so the other part of that is when we talk about internal stress. And a lot of us don't even know, may not have symptoms for that internal stress quite yet. And that's the amazing thing about HTMA, because it can tell us early on if there's going to be something later on down the road that shows up in blood serum testing. And the cool thing about it is that because HTMA looks at things on a cellular level, it'll bring things to light kind of long before it's even going to show up on your blood work. And so, and we have to be very careful too, because sometimes it'll show up elevated on your blood work and we think we have an excess. But when we look at a cellular level, you're actually deficient and it's not getting into the cell. So some of those intracellular minerals like magnesium and potassium may not be getting into the cells. And so it's floating around in the blood, which is why it's hard. Your body's actually deficient. There's so many intricate little pieces involved with minerals. And so that chronic stress really drives that calcium, because as magnesium comes down, because it's an antagonist to calcium, the calcium levels will be allowed to rise in the body. And I'm not talking about calcium in the bones and teeth so that they're nice and strong. I'm talking about calcium building up in the soft tissues of the body. And again, can bring on so many of those symptoms and obviously increase the aging process and how fast that happens. So if you really, truly want anti-aging tactics and want to be able to enjoy that longevity, then you definitely need to be looking at your mineral balance and what those levels look like. Because if you are in a slow oxidation state right now, you could be aging faster than you should be. If you want to book a 15-minute call with me, head to my website, click the link in the bio, or go to Pitel-Killah.com. It's absolutely free. There's no obligation. All I want to do is help you be limitless.